Hey, welcome back to Streamline Entertainment. It's your boy Marvin. We're going to be talking about Drake reveals why Kim Kardashian is desperate to date him. So, yeah, it's a conversation. So we're going to get straight into the video, and once again, I'll comment as we go.
I don't really have anybody. I don't have anybody on
Because
my.
you've hooked up with all of them?
No, that's not why. Just I'm not really like a celebrity chaser.
Did Kim Kardashian also get rejected by Drake? Kim is back on the hunt for a new man, and it looks like she set her sights on none other than her ex-husband Kanye's nemesis Drake. Kim was recently spotted at Drake's concert vibing and singing along to a song that sampled her voice, and it couldn't have been more obvious that she was begging for Drake's attention. However, it looks like not even Drake is interested in Kim anymore, and since he's allegedly already been there and done that, he's no longer paying any mind to Kim's antics. In fact, Drake recently subtly shaded her when he said that famous women are lame and he'd rather get down with a regular girl. So does Drake really believe that Kim is desperate for him? Or is she once again trying to poke the bear and antagonize a Kanye? Let's break it down.
It was quite funny because the tabloid were actually saying that she was trying to get his attention. But like I said, it wasn't happening. He was there for the show, he wasn't there for her, but she was desperate to actually get his attention, or eye contact, or maybe a handout or something. You know what it is at the end of the day, but he just blanked her.
Kim Kardashian is getting dragged for being down to date Drake after she was spotted at his show doing the most to attract his attention. Now, this wouldn't have been such a big deal if Kim and Drake already didn't have a messy history of romance and cheating scandal, which Kim always denied. While Kim was still married to Kanye, multiple people, including Drake himself, dropped hints that Drake went there before Kanye. And while Kim claimed these rumors were false, it looks like now that Kanye stopped paying attention to her, she's desperately trying to stir the pot again. To give you,
It does make me wonder, because is she doing it basically to get at Kanye? It looks like with Drake, because obviously Kanye knows that Drake, basically Kim knows that that Kanye and Drake are not really that close. Do you see what I mean? So she would love to get with him because that would make massive news. Kim and Drake being together, but it's not going to happen.
use some context, rumors about Kim and Drake hooking up have been around for years, and at one point the rumors got so loud that Kanye had to intervene and confront Drake for fueling these speculations. Back in 2018, reports appeared in the media suggesting that Kim might have been unfaithful to Kanye with Drake or hooked up with Drake just shortly before she started dating Kanye. Even Nick Cannon, who by the way has also hooked up with Kim in the past, mentioned in an interview that the idea of Kim and Drake getting busy isn't exactly far-fetched. Nick explained that there's something really personal that Drake holds over the Kardashian family, and Kanye was probably worried that Drake would spill the beans on his affair with Kim.
What did you think of Kanye ending the Drake and Pusha feud with that tweet?
That whack. I was so into.
I think Drake smashed Kim K, no cap.
Come on, man. Let's stay on topic.
That ain't that far off of a concept. Why would we not say the obvious?
This is as a fan, just stepping back. There's something
Talk.
real personal Drake holds over that whole family that he y'all don't want me to let this out.
Exactly. And I always think about it. Who does Kanye West care about in the world beside himself?
I was thinking the same.
In my mind, my assumptions based on the record.
Something over there.
But wait, who actually had the better diss track? These two have never been able to agree.
If we just gonna go for it, Drake's song was better. Drake's movement, the rollout was better, but Pusha
The
came
invoice,
at his,
all of that.
yeah, but Pusha came at his neck like.
Look, it does make you wonder, because like I said, Kim was seen basically with Drake on numerous occasions back in the day. So it wouldn't, I'm not saying she's been there or he's been there, but like I said, I wouldn't put it past it that something happened between them and they were close. maybe, like I said, Drake doesn't want to embarrass Kanye or put it out in the media, which was fair enough at the end of the day. But it wouldn't surprise me if something come out today that said that they actually slept together, basically. You know, it just wouldn't surprise me because, you know, there is something there, or was something there, should I say, especially way back when.
A rapper. And Drake didn't come back like a rapper. So therefore, to me, Pusha won.
By the way, when DJ Academic shared this clip on his Instagram, he claimed in the caption that Drake was planning to expose his affair with Kim on a diss track directed at Pusha T. But the track never dropped because Pusha pretty much obliterated Drake with the story of Added On. Let's keep it 100, Academics wrote. We all believed that Drake was gonna expose that he smashed Kim Kardashian on that diss song to Pusha T that never dropped. Don't tell me I'm the only one who thought this. Well, me and Nick. Back then, there were also rumors suggesting that Kanye had intervened with Pusha to put an end to his feud with...
You know what? If famous people are saying it, there must be something in it. If famous people are saying it and having a bit of a giggle about it, or, you know, letting subtle remarks out there, something's definitely in it.
Drake out of fear that Drake would start talking about Kim. And while Drake didn't drop the rumored diss track that was supposed to expose his affair with Kim, he continued to throw subliminal shots at Kanye and made references to his affair with his wife. In July 2018, Drake dropped the track In My Feelings, and fans speculated that the Kiki mentioned in the song was Kim, because Kim previously said her sisters gave her the nickname Kiki. Kanye was also convinced Drake was talking about Kim, and he went on IG Live blasting both Drake and Nick Cannon for fueling rumors about his wife.
First of all, I want to address Nick Cannon. Like, I understand that you used to date my wife, but you know, you get in an interview, don't mention my wife. If someone brings my wife up, you say, hey, I respect that man, I'm not speaking on that. Don't be making those suggestions like nobody my wife. The fact that it's people making rumors or thinking that you my wife and you're not saying nothing and you carrying it like that, that don't sit well with my spirit. You know, if I had a girlfriend from Chicago, her name was Renita, and then you was married to Rihanna, I wouldn't make no song called Riri. So when you're like, oh, I don't know where it come from, you too smart for that, bro. You know where that come from. Don't make no record with nothing that could be confused.
Meanwhile, Kim decided to break the silence on speculations about her and Drake, and she commented on a video shared by The Shade Room in which DJ Academics and Nick Cannon insinuated that Drake hooked up with her. Never happened, end of story, Kim wrote. However, after Kim filed for divorce from Kanye, Kardashian sources reignited the conversation about Kim and Drake, seemingly trying to antagonize Kanye. One source...
Look, I said it basically from the start that I think Kim was trying to get Kanye jealous, especially Drake being a top artist and his, you know, Memphis. So look, at the end of the day, we know that Kanye must think, did something happen? Because a man is going to cross your mind when someone says something. At the end of the day, obviously Drake's a top artist and out there, Kanye's out there as well. At the end of the day, do you know what I mean? So when stuff is said, I know that Kanye took it really, really serious. What was said about his wife Kim at that time.
Close to Kim told Heat magazine at the time that Drake was desperate to date Kim, but was patiently waiting until she dumped Kanye to make his move. Drake could never understand what Kim saw in Kanye. He was saying for years how he wasn't the right guy for Kim, and it would all end in tears, the source said, adding that Drake was surprised it took Kim so long to realize that Kanye wasn't a good match for her. The Insider also claimed that Drake started messaging Kim the moment it became clear that the divorce was inevitable. He's ready to see her whenever she says the word. Basically, he's confident that it'll happen fairly soon, the source added. However, reports later emerged that it was Kim who planted these stories about Drake being obsessed with her in an attempt to make Kanye jealous. And while Drake had no real interest in Kim, he did have an interest in provoking Kanye, since we all know that Drake has a huge chip on his shoulder, and he's still convinced Kanye helped Pusha T expose him for being a deadbeat dad. So Drake, being his usual messy self...
Look, you know, it just sounds like to me Drake's trying to wind him up a little bit. Because like I said, they've not always got on. They're in the same trade, you know, the music trade. And obviously Drake's got a chip on his shoulder thinking that he's the number one guy. So it is going to piss off Kanye that Drake's talking about it and Kim's talking about him and it's in the media. It will, even now, because, you know, they both got big egos.
Decided to sample a clip from the Kardashians in which Kim talked about her divorce from Kanye and used it in his
Dr. Drew and my wife Susan here, we want to show you something. You've probably seen this guy all over your feed claiming the cut
his track Search and Rescue. The audio was taken from a 2021 Keeping Up with the Kardashian episode in which Kim talked to her momager Kris Jenner about the moment she realized she had to file for divorce and prioritize her happiness.
I didn't come this far just to come this far and not be happy.
When Search and Rescue dropped, many fans speculated that Drake was trying to stir the pot again. However, by that time, Kanye had already moved on from the drama and didn't even bother to respond. As for Kim, she didn't initially react to the track either. However, since Kim has already been getting really desperate lately to find a new man and raise her publicity, it looks like she's now trying to reignite those old rumors about her and Drake. On Sunday, August 13th.
Well, the thing is, he's been linked with so many people over the last few weeks. At the end of the day, I can list about 2 or 3 of them. But, you know, hey, look, what I think is with Kim is about hitting the media, and if she's with, a top guy or linked with someone like Tom or Drake, you know, or some other artist, it's gonna, even rumours are gonna get publicity. And she's like that at the end of the day. Do you know what I mean? Like I said, I'm 50-50 either way if something happened or not at the end of the day. But I do think it is a dig from both Kim and Drake to get Kanye pissed off. But like I said, he's moved on.
Kim attended Drake's concert in Los Angeles with her sister Kendall, Kendall's boyfriend at the moment Bad Bunny, and for some reason Khloe's ex Tristan Thompson, who also tagged along while Khloe was nowhere to be seen. A cringe video later went viral showing Kim screaming the words to the Search and Rescue sample at Bad Bunny, and fans couldn't help but notice that Kim looked like she was trying way too hard. And here's the same video from another angle where you can clearly see how embarrassed Bad Bunny was for Kim. But get this, as hard as Kim tried to get Drake's attention, Drake ended up snubbing her and didn't even want to look at her on his way backstage. One clip from the concert showed Kim leaning over with the biggest smile on her face and staring at Drake, but he just walked right past her without skipping a beat. Meanwhile, Drake also recently made it clear he's no longer interested in dating famous women, and he said that if he decides to settle, it'll be with someone regular.
It doesn't have to be someone famous. It could be like.
It does.
Why?
You're not gonna marry someone that's not famous.
Of course, I would. I probably will end up marrying somebody that's not famous. Famous people really aren't that. Aren't that anything. They're not that intriguing.
They're not that anything.
Also on his recent collab track with Travis Scott titled Meltdown, Drake raps, "I'd love to F on a regular bit. Famous hoes lame, but they stay on my
Look, fair enough, each to his own. Each to his own. But like I said, I think Drake will eventually drop the bombshell about what really happened. Kim might do. A few people have put it out there at the end of the day, but it's interesting to see. Because, like I said, there's a few articles which has come out recently about Drake and Kim Kardashian, and I think a lot of it is just for publicity, and again to basically get Kanye to look up and think, oh, what happened there? I was with her for 6 years, but they seen each other when we were married or when we first started off. But like I said, but Kim and Drake have known each other a long time.
Fans are also saying that this can definitely be applied to Kim, since she's really doing the most lately to get any famous man's attention. She's proving to Kanye he was right about her wanting Drake, one fan said. It's embarrassing. And another fan commented, all the men out here know Kim is desperate. No one is feeling the vibe. She wants to use them so everyone will think that she is with someone. But what do you make of all of this? Do you think that Kim is really trying to date Drake, or is she doing all of this for attention? Comment down below, and don't forget to check out this next video.
Look, I think, like I said, it's just for attention. It really is just for attention. But it wouldn't put it past me if they did start seeing each other. But it wouldn't put it past me. Anything is possible these days. So don't forget to subscribe to Streamline Entertainment. Any more news and gossip, I'll let you know. Thank you, guys. Have a good morning, have a good afternoon, have a good evening, wherever you are in the world. Take care.